What is up, my viewers? Spang here, bringing you another World of Tanks gameplay commentary. This time it is another replay sent in from Minnow. Right here, there we go. The game's starting up because apparently his replay is not completely compatible with my version of the game. Not sure quite why, but I'm not going to dwell on it. Now, as you can tell, it's a pretty even match here. Standard battle on Prokhorovka. And tier 9s for tier 9s, tier 8s for tier 8s, 7s for 7s, and so on. If I had to say one thing, I do kind of perceive that Minnow's team has a slight advantage, but that's just because of my own personal preferences of tanks I would prefer to have in this scenario. Now, that being said, it still can go either way. This can really be anyone's match. Artillery is dead even, and both teams have a T-95, which probably both teams are going to send those T-95s up the the western side, the 1 and 2 lines, where they'll try to just abuse that frontal armor to the best of their ability, and then, you know, kind of hope that their artillery will handle the enemy team's T-95, which will probably just end in a complete stalemate and both of them getting completely killed and destroyed before doing anything. But we'll see how things actually pan out. Now, the T-54, it plays very similar to the Type 59. They actually both look very similar to one another. If I'm not mistaken, the Type 59 is based on the T-54 or vice versa. I can't recall which, but I do believe I am recalling correctly in that. Not that it's of any great importance. Now, this M103 kind of blitzing forward into a complete unknown. Wow, that's a complete noob move there, just pulling that far forward. And now he's exposed to the guns of not just one tank, but 5 tanks, and getting himself very rapidly killed here. That was just a complete, absolute bad call by the M103. I cannot even believe what I just saw there. Owning a tier 9, that guy should know how to play a lot better than what he just did. Now, the enemy team sending only apparently a Panther to this hill, seeming to rely on the tanks in the town to stop anything that might be pushing up. Minnow having some good shots here in terms of opportunity, but his tank crew not cooperating and giving him the hits he wants. Now, there you go. You can tell he's getting some shots on that French tank, angling his frontal armor to it, which is a very good move, but at the same time, kind of sitting still. Not really the best option, given that there is artillery that could be raining down on him, but artillery apparently otherwise preoccupied with the push down the 2 line. And I cannot blame artillery for being preoccupied with that. Minnow here having a clear shot on this Su-152, who in my opinion has pushed way too far up, exposing his side completely to getting decimated. Minnow getting some good hits here so far, but not really a single kill. There we go, first kill of the match, getting 2 hits in total on that 1375. Feeling very confident in his positioning now. He will move up this hill, he will take this push, and he will engage this AMX M4, which apparently is about to die very rapidly here. He should be dead with this next shot, and there we go. Oh, alive with 27 health. That is most unfortunate. The T-20 finishing him off. T-20 is a decent tank. It is not one of the more powerful tanks, but it can still be pretty well played. I enjoy mine. Now, right here, the Panther getting killed by that T-20. T-20, for being a tier 7, doing rather well for himself this match. T-28 really having no business doing anything on this hill, kind of just trying to attach himself to those larger tanks, but those larger tanks getting killed so quickly that he has had no time to escape and get out of there. Minnow taking quite a few hits at this point, but not really taking any damage, which is exactly the way you want it. If I were Minnow, I'd be a little cautious here. That Yog Tiger can ruin his day very quickly. The AC Meal kind of pushing over there, not quite sure why. Wow, Minnow's team absolutely decimating these guys. 8-0. Is this going to be a complete shutout? We will see, ladies and gentlemen, but this amount of carnage and slaughter. The enemy team apparently standing no chance against these forces. I know I said his team had a slight advantage, but I did not think they had this much of an advantage. The E-50, I'm not even sure if he sees Minnow. He might not even be within spotting distance. It might just be a factor of the number of bushes in the playing distance. Nope, he does see him. That is not even close to the case. Minnow still having yet to take a single point of damage. I'm wondering if he's even going to have a repair build this round. Oh, wait, yes he will. He's got a damaged track, but you know what? That's a minor repair cost. That's not going to run him more than maybe 1,000 or 2 credits. That E50, again, very quickly dying. Not quite sure. He's been playing pretty smart, but the rest of his team really just left him high and dry. Minno's team losing their first tank. Not quite sure exactly when that happened, but there we go, losing their second tank. A Yogg Tiger killing that Tiger P. A little bit mean, but you know, you take what kills you can get. And the JT in a completely horrible spot here. He is apparently choosing to ignore Minnow, which if I were Minnow, I would not complain to that. I would just be like, thanks for the free kill, buddy, and now you die. Oh, Minnow taking some damage finally there. Not quite sure what hit him. Apparently, artillery taking a nasty sucker punch at him, but not really doing more than about 300 damage, a little less even. That E50 still alive, surprisingly. I'm not, so for being in such a poor position, I have to say that E50, very well played on his part. Minnow here raking in the kills, just doing a very good job. He told me he feels like this tank is really overpowered since he got this upgraded gun. And you know what? I'm inclined to agree with him. I wouldn't say it's overpowered per se, but it's a great tank if you know how to use it. Right here, he's talking about that same thing I was just bringing up. He's saying, wow, this tier 9 gun is great. And I have to agree, man. You are just wrecking everyone's day. Ooh, Mr. Low getting ammo rack. That's just a little mean there. And the enemy T-95 apparently sitting way back here. Not really, wow. The T-95 doing a lot of nothing. Well, I had to put it in anyway. Apparently, Minnow doing a bit of a juke here, and the T-95 still reloading, and ooh, missing that shot. Very fortunate for Minnow. Yes, he would have survived, but that would have been a costly repair bill. Artillery trying to ruin his day. Minnow getting the final shot on that T-95, and will Minnow get this final kill? I'm going to say absolutely yes. Oh, not quite, but maybe he will. And here we go. He gets the final kill right here. 7 kills. That's a Top Gun and Bolter's medal. And he told me he did get Ace Tinker from this match. Not surprising in the slightest. Just absolutely dominating the enemy team, hitting them from the hill, and then moving in to kill. So 28 shots fired, 23 hitting the target. Definitely not a sniper type of accuracy. But you saw those rounds he was missing early on in the match. Still damaging 5, killing 7, and detecting 5 as well. So well played. That's all I have to say about this match. You certainly took it to them, Minnow. Getting yourself Top Gun, like I said. Confederate apparently going to that Panther tank. I don't believe he was on your team. Was he? Yes, he was. Wow. So that Panther doing pretty well for himself as well. Minnow, if you had just hit one more tank and not killed one more tank, you potentially could have gotten Top Gun and Confederate, something I have yet to see. I've gotten close a few times myself, but it has yet to happen. So, hey, if one of you guys get one of those games, please send it in. I would love to see one of those matches. Anyway, if you liked this video, click that like button. If you want to see more, subscribe. And as always, if you got a replay, send it to spanglereplays@gmail.com. Email will be in the description. And this is Spang signing off.